In the last video, we introduced a scenario using asynchronous video interviews. But what are asynchronous video interviews? They have other names: video interviews, digital interviews, on-demand interviews, web-based interviews. There's several names for asynchronous video interviews. Asynchronous videos are an emerging trend in the hiring process. They've become popular in the last few years and are expected to become mainstream in the next 2 to 5 years. They save time and money for both employers and job seekers. Asynchronous videos are pre-recorded applicant responses to interview questions. You'll receive a link to video interview software where you respond to these questions. You get about 30 to 60 seconds to actually read the question and then 2 to 3 minutes to respond. You answer these questions using your webcam or the camera on your phone. Questions are then reviewed by multiple decision makers within an organization who are critiquing your communication skills as well as assessing the quality of your answers. Effective communication skills in a job interview, whether in a digital or a face-to-face context, are crucial for allowing a job candidate to progress in the hiring process and to be successful in the workplace. With asynchronous video interviews, job applicants' interviews are being reviewed by multiple decision makers, which makes it really important that you effectively communicate on video in this screening process. But how do you know if you're a good communicator? How do you know how others will perceive your communication skills on video? Perhaps you communicate differently on video. And how do you prepare yourself specifically for asynchronous video interviews? It's common practice in business-related programs like marketing for students to take a career preparation course or a communications course that exposes them to job search techniques, interviewing techniques, and resume writing. These present valuable learning opportunities that expose students to a professional approach to looking for employment in their chosen field. But because asynchronous video interviews are an emerging trend, it's unlikely that you've had a chance to experiment with them in class, or perhaps your career development centers didn't have them yet. That's where CMA Next comes in. CMA Next is offering you the opportunity to stay one step ahead of emerging trends and give you that practice with asynchronous video interviews so that you can land your dream job. So now that we've talked about what asynchronous video interviews are, next we're going to talk about how you can develop your communication skills on video by experimenting with asynchronous video interviews and self-assessing.
CMA Next. Find your path, find what's next.